Hi, welcome to In 5 Minutes. In the previous videos, what we have seen, the transistor was NPN. Here we have PNP, common emitter configuration. Now, how to identify? Arrow is always from P to N. So the remaining terminal will be P. So it is nothing but PNP transistor. Now, how to identify common emitter? You can say input is given. First identify the base emitter and collector. This is your base, this resistance is E, so this is your emitter, and here you have collector. See the input. Where is the input given? Input is given to the base. From where we are taking the output? We are taking the output from collector. So it is which type of configuration? It is common emitter. So whenever you get a question, first identify which is the type of the configuration. Once you know everything, then you read the question. Then the question says determine the quiescent parameters values and then the small signal voltage gain. What are quiescent collector parameters? Quiescent parameter values is nothing but they are telling us to find the Q point, which is VECQ, because it is PNP and ICQ. These two parameters we need to find out. And then he says then the small signal voltage gain, then we need to find AV. It is not telling us to find RI and RO. We need not find RI and RO. Instead of that, they have told us to find VECQ and voltage gain. They have given the value of beta VEB on VA as infinity, which implies RO is infinity. That means we need not consider RO. Infinite resistance is equivalent to open circuit, so we need not consider RO. This is all about the question. Now to start with our first step. What does first step tell us? Draw the circuit under DC operating conditions. That is, open circuit the capacitors. How many capacitors you see? Only one capacitor. This will be open circuited, so this part will go out of the circuit. Remove AC source. This has already gone, so you are left with this much part what you see on the screen. Now how will be the DC equivalent circuit? This is how you will get after removing the AC part from this side. So you are left with this. So it is similar to our potential divider biasing DC analysis. Instead of NPN transistor, you have PNP transistor. Rest all the things are same. So we can find VTH by potential divider rule as R2 upon R1 plus R2 into VCC. This will give you VTH. VCC in this case is V plus, so we can write it as V plus instead of VCC. So V plus will be 60K upon 60K plus 40K multiplied by 5. So that this will give you VTH as 3 volts. Once you know VTH, you can find RTH, which is nothing but R1 parallel to R2. You know how to find out. R1 40K in parallel with 60K will give you 24 kilo ohms. Now in this case you need to first identify the base emitter loop. So wherever you have VEB, in that loop you need to apply the KVL, because we don't know the voltage between base and collector, so we cannot apply KVL in this loop. So we need to start applying KVL from which point? From this point we will apply KVL till this point. So this is our KVL loop. So what will say? KVL to emitter base loop, because we are starting from emitter, we are going to base. Emitter base loop. What will be the equation? Again I can write in short form. IBQ equals to current flowing to RTH is IBQ, current flowing to RE is IE, and current flowing through RC is IC. Current flowing here is IBC. The direction has now changed. So IBQ I can write it as V plus, total voltages you have V plus, VEB and VTH. So V plus, we are leaving with negative sign with respect to VEB, so minus VEB. We are leaving with negative sign with respect to VTH, so minus VTH, the whole divided by RTH. Since the current flowing through RE is IE, we can write by resistance reflection rule as 1 plus beta RE. So when you substitute the values, we have all the values. V plus as 5, VEB as 0.7 and VTH as 3, the whole divided by RTH 24K plus 1 plus beta. Beta is given as 80, so 81 into RE is given as 2 into 10 raised to 3. So when you solve, you will get IBQ as 0.00699 milliampere. Once you know IBQ, you can find ICQ. ICQ is nothing but beta times IBQ. So we have found one of the parameters from the Q point, that is quiescent point, one of the coordinate of the quiescent point. So we got ICQ as 0.559 milliampere. We got ICQ.